Let's get into our prep and sectioning for Cinderella. When you're doing an updo on a wig, the blocking is especially important. So first in the front, make sure that your ear tabs are balanced. Now in the back, this hair is going to be going straight up. So I want to make sure that none of my wefts are gathered. I'm going to create a little bit of extra tension by pulling that corner pretty far down on the block. So that way when I take it off the block and release the wefts, it'll just create that nice round fullness at the bottom of this style. I'm prepping the hair with a little bit of styling foam. I'm applying it directly to the wefts at the nape of the neck. This is going to help to start training that hair to go straight up in the back, using gravity, holding my block upside down and applying some steam to really give those wefts some memory. For our sectioning, this wig came with the bang section already, so it's about 1.5 inches back from the edge of the cap. I'm going straight down from behind the bang section on both sides to behind the ear tab. If your wig doesn't come with a bang section already, you can totally just create one by going 1.5 inches back from the skin top and section out the entire front from behind the ear tab forward. Next, I make a horizontal section right behind that bang section, and it's about 1 inch in width. Sections are really important when you're doing updo because they give you control over each part of your style. Twist and pin that section out of the way forward. Next is going to be our most important section where majority of the hair is going to be. I use that boning line on the inside of the wig as a guide on both sides, and I'm just making a line straight down. I'm leaving a fair amount of leave out around the perimeter of this ponytail section. Try to be mindful that you have a balanced amount of density on each side of this ponytail. This is what's going to create that sweep up in the back of the wig, so it's important that you have a balanced amount of density on each side. Some wigs have more hair on one side than the other, so really just use your sense of feel to make sure you've got kind of the same amount of density rather than the actual, like how pretty the line of the section looks, if that makes sense. On the bottom, I'm leaving out about 4 wefts. So twist and pin that ponytail section out of the way for now. With the rest of this leave out, we're going to make 3 sections, and I separate those sections right behind that corner where we blocked the wig, tucking that strap in there. Make sure those are tucked in out of the way so they don't snag your style. So I have a section that's going to go down straight down the middle of the nape and one on each side, and they start just below the bottom corner of the wig. So you have 3 sections here in the back around the perimeter of your ponytail. This ponytail section is going to be the foundation of our style. This is what we use to create our bun, so the placement of the ponytail is very important. I'm placing a long pin along that center line of my block and measuring straight back so that I can ensure that my ponytail is going to be center, and placing a long pin there where I want the center of my ponytail to be. I need this ponytail to be strong and unwavering, so I'm showing you this technique where I use 2 bobby pins on a grippy rubber band, and what I'm going to do is brush all that hair up towards that pin. Eventually, I'm going to be wrapping my hand around the pin with the hair in my hand. This ponytail doesn't need to be super smooth. So what you're going to do is jam that bobby pin down into that skin top and use the tension from that super grippy rubber band to wrap around your ponytail with that pin still in your hand so you don't lose your center point of your ponytail, and keep using that tension until you don't have any more rubber band left. Then you crisscross those super strong bobby pins right at the skin top of the wig. And if you're using really good bobby pins, then this should not move at all. You can reinforce it with an extra pin to crisscross if you feel like you need some more strength there. Once your ponytail is locked in, you may want to check your blocking again and make sure that your wefts and skin top aren't gathered up because of the tension of the ponytail, because that can majorly affect the fit of the wig. Now, this step is not always necessary, but I want to have a really strong wave going up in the back of the swoop of my Cindy, so I decided that I'm going to go ahead and set these wefts with a 1-inch curling iron to give it a little bit more strength. This wig does come preset, and I don't do this every time that I do this hairstyle, but I wanted to show you another option for helping to train these wefts to go upward if you're feeling like you're having a hard time getting that swoop up straight up the middle and the back. Additionally, if your wig doesn't have a set in it already, at this time it may be a good idea to go in and set your ponytail with a 1-inch curling iron. As always, if your wig is not heat resistant, you can do the same setting pattern or the same size curl with a roller instead. So for today, I'm just setting these 3 leave out perimeter sections, and I'm rolling everything upward towards the center where my ponytail sits. This is going to help give me a little bit more memory in those wefts and also help to give me a bit of a stronger curl pattern so I can enhance the wave a little bit on my sweep up. I consider this back section of the style where everything sweeps up to be the most challenging part. So that's why I'm doing all this extra prep work before I get started so that I can make this as easy as possible, hopefully. It comes out a little bit different every time, and you're going to have to be patient with yourself if this is your first time doing it. It may take you a few tries before you get everything up.